Have you ever sent a track to a record label, you hit send, and then you wait, and never hear anything back? Not a single word, not a thanks but no thanks, just silence. If you're a musician, artist, producer, then this most likely has happened to you at some point. It makes you start to question everything about your own music. I know exactly how you feel because I've been on the other side of that silence. I've released my own music with independent labels and also major publishers, but I've also sent hundreds of tracks into the void, never to be heard from ever again. The only reason I feel confident sharing this advice with you is because for years and years, I worked inside the belly of the beast. I spent my 20s working for the biggest record labels and music publishers in the music industry. So let's talk about the real reasons why you aren't hearing back from record labels. The first and most brutal truth is that they probably never even heard your song in the first place. When I was at the first label I worked at, I was an intern there, I would be responsible for checking the SoundCloud mailbox. And every week, I reckon we'd have at least 100 submissions of demos being sent to us. So 100 tracks. Do you think I listened to all of those? No way. There just wasn't enough time in the week. But my job was to filter out the ones that I thought were good enough, and my boss would then listen to those, and then maybe we might look at signing one. So because there were so many, I would just listen to the first 30 seconds of a track, and if it didn't grab me, then it was gone. So if you're just sending one email and hoping for a call, forget about it. There's no way that's going to happen. You're playing a lottery that you're not going to win. The key here is persistence. Follow up. Be creative in your messaging. Try and find different ways of contacting these people. Can you find their LinkedIn? Can you find their personal Instagram? Can you call them? And craft a message that isn't just a copy and paste job that you're sending to 20 different labels on your list. Show that you know about the label. Show that you're interested in their music. Show that you like their releases. Show that your music would fit in with what they are putting out. Stand out from the stack. The second reason, they listened for a few seconds, maybe 10, 20, and they already knew in an instant that your song didn't sound good enough. And I didn't have time to listen to every single track all the way through. So within about 10, 15 seconds, I knew whether it was a no or maybe. So what was I listening for? Well, two main things really. Number one, is it interesting? Does it have a wow factor? Was there something about it that made me go, oh, okay, what's going on here? Wanting to hear more. Was there a hook to it? Is it different from everything else that I've heard this week? And the second thing, does it sound professional? Will this mix stand up against the other songs in my mix if I DJ this weekend? Is the mix clean? Is the bass muddy? And this was a house label, so how would it sound on a big sound system? All these kind of things I was evaluating. Is it loud? Is it punchy? A good quality mix and master is non-negotiable. If your track sounds like it was made in a cardboard box on AirPods, then chances are it's not going to get more than 10 seconds of a listen. The third reason, and yes, once again, this sounds harsh, but was your track anything special? The barrier to making music now is the lowest it's ever been. Now, anyone around the world, pretty much with a laptop and some basic software, can make tracks and put them online for people to hear. And the labels are drowning in a sea of average music. It's hard to stand out, but you have to. You need to offer a sound that hasn't been heard a million times before, but isn't so far from the norm that people are going to be like, what the hell is this? Does your song have a unique hook? Is there something about it that's different? Is there something that makes the listener suddenly pay attention? If not, it's just going to get lost in the noise. Finally, and this is difficult for musicians and artists and producers to hear, but music is a business and labels are a business. They already have a roster of proven artists. They don't know who you are. They don't care who you are. Are you going to be reliable? Are you easy to work with? But they've already got people they work with that they trust and that can consistently put out good music. Other artists that they've already invested in, they have to then recoup those advances in royalties. So they're going to be backing their own artists more than they're going to be backing some new artist. They also have release schedules. They've planned out for the next months or year in advance what they're going to release each month or every couple of weeks. And you, as a brand new artist, may not fit into those plans. So unfortunately, you kind of need to start thinking like a business and start thinking, well, what can I offer this label? Don't just ask, what can the label do for me? Think, what can I bring? What can I do for this label? How do I bring value to them? Do you already have a loyal following? Do people show up to your gigs? Will you generate revenue for them? In the olden days, labels had a big budget that they could afford to take a gamble or two on a new artist. Unfortunately, those budgets aren't there anymore. So they are looking for an artist that already has a proof of concept. They need to see that you already have an audience that will come and watch your music, watch your shows, stream your music, etc. Which brings me to my final point. Do you even need a record label in 2025? Maybe not. But if you're going to go it alone, then you're going to have to be prepared to do a ton of marketing. A ton. Like, think post on social media multiple times every single day. Which, if you're like me, I really don't enjoy doing that stuff. I just want to play music. But social media algorithms do have the power to put your song or you or your performance in front of millions of people at a time with just a single post. Something that would, in the past, cost a label a small fortune. The hustle is real. So you're going to have to get out there. You're going to have to play shows. You're going to have to post on social media. You're going to have to collaborate with other artists, do remixes, be part of your local scene, get to know other bands. I think there's a big misconception in music that someone is just going to come along and discover us, but that is not really likely to happen. You have to already have a following, have a bit of buzz, and maybe have a particular image or something that the record label can use to promote you. So stop waiting for the phone to ring or the email or the DM. Use these reasons as a roadmap to make your next demo be the one that gets heard by the label you want to work with. See you on another video. Take care. See ya.